Hey everybody, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming. We're back for another episode of Eden Crafters. So I know our last one was pretty short. I had a lot of stuff I had to do here that was pretty boring stuff. So we kind of ended it a little earlier than I normally do. But let's take a look at what we're looking like now. So as you can see, I lengthened the foundations. I put another concrete factory up there on the hill, so we can get even more concrete. Let's see. I do my foundations. 2,700 now available, so I can build quite a big area if I want. This back here, I went ahead and put the stone foundations all around it and kind of made it look a little better, a little cooler, I guess, a little neater. And we also did this. We started setting up some things. We started making the insulation layers here. We have gold ingots there. We have the ruby ore in here. And then back across the way over here. We set a couple things up over here as well. Over here we're making steel plates. There's no input because I haven't loaded that up yet because I need to put the other one of these down and a couple circuit boards. But yeah, I'm going to make plates and rods here so that I can make the beams, and the beams will get loaded into the what do you call it, storage warehouses. And over here we're setting up the copper and this to make the circuit boards. And to make the circuit boards we need one of these, and so I need a computer and 4 rotors, and we're going to get that stuff going. Pretty sure in my vehicle are some supplies that I need to get. And so, and then also we went ahead and we ran a road. We laid down a road, street, whatever you want to call it, right here. So we now have a road that runs from, oh, it didn't even connect all the way right. Matter of fact, let's delete that. Let's go to logistics. Let's grab this. And let's connect this up so it's connected up right. I gotta do it from back here. I can't do it from that side. Hopefully that's correct now. Yeah, that's better. All right, so, but yeah, this road goes all the way back to the other base. And let's see. There's the computer's chips. Let me go dump these basalt concrete off in my storage deal in here because I don't really have space for this stuff. I grabbed all that basalt concrete so I can build that road. Takes a lot. And we'll have some over here, and we're going to find a place that we can make some of that here. I actually haven't come across a basalt rock yet. So I don't know if there's some up there by the concrete factory, maybe. We'll find out though. But anyway, so yeah, I want to complete that over there. Get those items going. I think it was what I was short of. Let's see. we need to make a computer and the 4 rotors first. But yeah, so you know, as you can see, I got all this foundation laid. I got this set up here. This is making gold wiring. We also have rubber in here if we need it or anything. And then we have the plates and the iron plates and iron rods over there. And then we're getting ready to be making the computer or the circuit boards. And these are items that we're going to be sinking into the warehouses when we put them up. Let's make another one because I know we're going to need one for one of these other machines. And then this one, we need rubber belts. I don't know if we have any left. We have some of these. Yeah, we do. We have some. Great. What are we going to need for this thing? Gold wiring and insulation later, which we're making both of those items out over here now, so we'll be able to get that going here shortly. Because we want to get we want to start making the osmium alloy as well. And we're going to be sinking that in as well. So let's get this set up here. Let's start back here first. Come on. Shoot. Did it move? It did. No, it didn't. That looks right. Yeah, that's right. All right. We want to make circuit boards. We'll be pumping those out. Loading them in here. Yeah, and this is when I was clearing this area back here to extend this out, I came across another gold mine right there, ore node. As you can see, it's making gold ingots. Yeah. All right, let's look back over here. Let's get these ones going. Let's get the belt connected up. That one's going to be making rods. This one should be making plates. Yep. Let's get our storage set up for it. All right, so we're going to need another one of these, and so we are short 4 rotors. We'll run back over and make those, and then we'll be making the beams. From those beams, we'll combine them with the osmium alloy to make the super beams for. That's a serious part. We're making these, and we'll make the composite beams, and we'll start, and those will go into a warehouse as well. And then we'll get another iron deal set up doing the gears, and we'll make the osmium ingots next to that, combine those, and we'll be making the gear assemblies. The phosphorus and advanced filters we're going to make at a different spot. You're going to get it over there on the volcano side somewhere and make that stuff over there. That, or we'll have the phosphorus shipped over here up by train, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. All right. You can make that, yeah? Yeah. So yeah, I'm loving this. All this ore, I mean, it's just unbelievable. We got so much. There's so much opportunities here to make stuff. Let's see. That's right. That's it right there. Now we're making the beam, so we need osmium. And that's going to be this deposit here. So I'm going to pick this up and move it back to that side so it's not in line with this one. Right space. Sort. Yeah, I should be able to pick it up all right. So my inventory's full because we have all that osmium. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go to base, I'm going to go down, I'm going to get a garbage can. We are going to use that garbage can. Get rid of this stuff. And then we're going to pick that up and put this in here as well. There we go. Because we want to move that miner back to the extreme left side here, or to our left. So we can get this out of here. All right. So that recipe calls for osmium ingots and... No, wait, I gotta go look. It's not osmium ingots. It's actually osmium alloy, I believe. Yeah, it's osmium alloy. But I need to, and the osmium alloy is made of gold and osmium ingots. So we need to figure that one out. I don't think we have any more gold over here except for way over there in the corner. But we could run it down here and then spin it back around and bring it up with it. It's not that big of a deal. Or we could run this way out there. Because I do have this ready to go. Let's see how we could do this. What the hell? Making beams. Gotcha. Alright. So this is the osmium. Well, this is osmium. Yes, it is. The problem is there's no gold in line with that along here. That's iron. Quartz. Osmium. Iron. Okay. Is this... That's copper, I believe. Yep. You gotta have it in line here. So I think what we're gonna have to do is something sneaky. This is the osmium deposit we want to use. So let's see if we can't make this work. The problem is, get all that gold. We're gonna have to make some adjustments here. Alright, so where is that osmium deposit? It's right here. Let's get it changed into ingots. Get the ingots going. Got the ingots being made. Let's put those in a container so we can stretch this line out. Okay, so we're making the ingots. And now we need the gold ingots. You know what? Wait a second. Let's don't do it that way. How many did I end up in my fan? 15? Alright, let's try this again. Always in the way. I'm going to move these ingots over to here. And we're going to move this around so we don't have that problem. Because you can't have the circuit boards crossing over. I don't want them to cross over this. And so I'm going to pull all these over and put them in this container. We're going to pick up that miner. There we go. And we're going to spin it. What's my inventory look like? That's not good. All right. All right. So let's come up here and let's replace this thing. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. All right. How far can we go this way? That looks it. Yep, I raised it up. Look at that. Oh well. All right, so I'm gonna put this back on here, but we're gonna move it over. Jesus. Running out of oxygen and food, man. Two very important things. Okay. All right. Like I was saying, we're going to move this over. I'm going to place it in this right here. Logistics. Boom. Boom. And we're going to run this thing all the way up here. To there. That might be too far. I might have took that too far. Yeah, it's too close. It's going to want to do that. We don't want it to do that. So we're going to have to delete this and do it again. We don't have to run all the way back down there to do it. So what I'm going to do is this. That's just crappy looking as hell, doesn't it? That doesn't look much better. But at least it's not cramping into that other. Is it not going in? It's not. Yeah, shit. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move this one. Let's fix this one. We'll take this one. We'll bring it out like that. Turn it like that. We'll move this. This thing. A little jog, I don't care. All right. Oh, this is going the wrong way. What the hell? How'd that belt go backwards? It should have been coming this way. It should be going the other way. This is not gonna. It's just not gonna cooperate. Period. Get out of the way. This whole thing is just wrong. What's going on there? It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to come out the way it's designed to come out. I don't even care if that is a little funky. Why aren't this working? There they go. Maybe. What? Oh, it's full. That's what the problem is. Okay, so that's fixed. There's the beams, there's these. Now, this one, we're going to need some help because we need this. Oh, oxygen again? Oh my God. We really got to get the plants and trees and stuff going around here. Oxygenate this area. As I was saying, I'm going to need this part, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to make it. We got the insulation layers and we got the gold wiring. So we just need to get those. That's not ill. Where is the gold wiring at? Where are we making the gold wiring? Oh, it's back here. All right, so let's head back across. We need those. We need those. Okay. I'm gonna make that now. Yes, we can. All right. That's not it. That's it. All right, so we want to be in the middle of that. We can split those off. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. But we're going to try. Is that going to go in? No, it looks like it's going in. Problem. Water. This needs water. We're going to need to run us some water up here. And I think we're going to run it down this aisle right here because there's really nothing happening there. All right. But we're not going to run it on the ground. We are going to run it in line. Can I get it in line? You gotta be shitting me, man. It's not gonna run in line. Well, we'll get it as close as we can. Where do we got? Mark this out. So we'll make them 5 high. Hopefully I can get this pipe to work. I don't know if it'll work or not. Yep, looks like it's going to work. This pipe is sensitive. So it won't interfere with us. We can move around on here and we don't have to hop over pipes and whatnot. All right. We're cooking. Oxygen's critical. We gotta get out here. Put something down. Okay. All right, so we're cooking with gas now. Now we're making the alloy. This is the beam. Nope, that's the computer chips. These are the beams. We're going to combine these two and make the whatchamacallit. All right, so why did it stop? Oh, because it's taking its sweet ass time. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this. We're going to stretch this out and move it up here so it's in line with this one. Well, this is off. It's not centered on them, so I got to make sure I get this right. It's got to go forward. That's not right. Is it? Nope. We want it on that corner. Just like that right there. All right. I'm going to let it move itself. So we don't have to. There we go. Now we got to worry about the combination of these two, and that's going to take another one of these, and we'll need 4 more rotors, and so we'll head back and do that. Now that's filling up that other container. We may end up keeping both those containers because that way we can use one for our belts and stuff. Or actually, no, we're going to be running the ones at the other base into our storage. So let's see. Do we have the stuff? No, we need more rubber. All right, let's go make that. We'll have that ready. And that'll be another recipe done. Look at all those mountains I carved away, man. There was a lot. But I think we're going to do... I'm going to move this over to here. Let's put this thing down, and we're going to do it like this. I'm going to move it up. I want it on this one in line to about there. I'm going to run this belt over like this. This one's going to go like this. And we're going to make the composite beams. Make a storage for that. And we'll be ready to send that stuff into the warehouse once we get it built. Okay. How many's in that one? None? Yeah, let's lose this one. Let's take the belts, connect it up. Like that there. There we go. We need 100 of those. And we want to make fast rotors. So realistically, we'd want to do a whole nother setup like this to make the fast rotors. And then this miner and this miner here, this miner and that miner both need to be upgraded to tier 3 miners. So they're humping. Because it takes forever. See how far apart these are spread? It's because this thing is waiting. See, it's waiting to get its plates. Everything is waiting on this miner to be kicking out the ore fast enough to do this. And so we want to build some of those tier 3 miners. Anyway, I want to know what it's going to take to make the AI chips, because we want to have stuff available to build those tier 3 miners on call. Circuit boards and osmium ingot, we can do that. Osmium ingots. And we're making circuit boards down at the end of this run. We can bring it up the left side here, stick it next to it, and put it in one of those machines and double it up. Look at that. All right. It's a long run, but we'll do it anyway, just because we can. I'm gonna need one of these. This one's off too. I gotta start paying closer attention to how I'm setting these miners. All right. Logistics. Let's send it in there. It's making the ingots. Logistics. I'm gonna move farther that way. All right, we're gonna want to put the container down right here. Want it in line, just like that. Oops. Man, I can't get out of my own way. All right, here comes the ore. We're going to need to make another one of those combiners. What are we short on? Beams, computers, and rotors. All right, let's run back over and make a bunch of that stuff. We'll make us a whole bunch of those rubber belts. I got my fan going in the window here because it's really hot. Hopefully it's not making so much noise it's overbearing. I've got my noise cancellation on, so it shouldn't pick it up. But in case it does, I apologize. All right. I'll make some extra this time. I didn't get any computers because I switched too quick. Did we get computers? How did the cable get taken and it didn't finish? It ate my cable. Oh my god. I'm gonna 4 of those. And we'll have them. There's a lot of the equipment we're using now is going to require circuit boards and computers. All right, we should be able to make that now. Yep. Oh, beams, I forgot. I'm going to grab some beams. Excuse me. Oh my god, this doesn't make it. Get out of there. What the hell? Okay, I was wrong. It doesn't. It's 2 materials. I don't understand why that machine isn't doing it. We're going to need to run back, look at the recipe on the assembly machine so that we can see if maybe there's a third item it's supposed to have and I missed it. It'll also tell us what machine it's made on. Advanced assembler. Yep, there's a third item, ruby ore. No, son of a gun. Ain't that a bitch. Which means we're going to have to grab some of this ruby ore. Where's it at? It's right here. We're going to have to grab some of this ruby ore and slingshot it across. So I can't put that on dead on because, well, yeah, we can. We'll just put it dead on right here. And then how we're going to do this, I got to find my path. Because it's got to go all the way out to the outside. Over there. And so what we're going to do is, we could bring it down farther before we cross over. Let me get closer out this way so I can get a better eyeball. We could roll that thing right up this lane here, all the way to, say, here. Feed it across. No, we don't want to do it here. We want it in this line there. So technically we could bring it across right here. Bring it over. Drop it down here. Swing it this way. And then we could load it into the assembler. The assembler is a bitch. It's going to be expensive to make. Yeah, see, because we need 4 AI chips, reinforced frame time bay, 2 saw blades, and 4 fast rotors. Which means we're going to need a bunch of these. Alright. Let's try running that over that road and see what happens. Right down this lane like this. That's where we're going to bring it across. Yes. Right there. Okay, so we want to bring it across here. Like this. We'll have to wait till we bring this down here. Come on. Come on. I hate these things. There we go. That's better. We want it on this one right here. I'm pretty sure. I'm not even sure if that's tall enough. We're going to find out here in a second. Gotta make sure I'm up straight. Stupid thing. Oh, hello. I want it to be level. Come on, come down. It's hard because I can't see it. Now that's yellow right there. All right, so we're going to bring it down. I'm going to bring it this way and then turn it. Come on. Damn it. I want this to go this way. Yep. Like that. No. No, 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 no. We want this to go this way. Like that. Right there. Just like that. Perfect. No, 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 no. Wrong again. Such an idiot. At least I got it extended to there. This is where we want it to go. And then we're going to extend this down like this to the ground. Just like that. I'm going to get rid of this, get rid of that. I'm going to drag this one out to there like that. This one out to there like that. And now we're all ready to go. What happened to the rubies? They got stopped. Yeah, the belts have issues in the game. I don't know whether they're going to fix those in an update. They should. Because every once in a while, anytime I have a transition like this, it seems like it runs into a snag. And all I have to do is go like this, and just reconnect it, and then run it all the way down here, and connect it here, and then they roll. So now we'll have everything over there, and all we will have to do is build the advanced assembler. And that'll be our next priority. Are they going to go up? Yep. They're rolling right up that hill. That's great. And they'll come down there and they'll stop. Yep. Okay. So let's go focus on that advanced assembly machine and getting the parts that we need for it. So we need 8 of the reinforced frame. Okay, so we do not have carbon. We're not doing carbon alloy here. That's going to take this machine here, the carbon refiner. It takes water. And we do have a granite rock right here that we can use, this graphite rock. And so, what do we need for this? 6 filters and 5 basalt. We've got the basalt. We may even have the filters, I'm not sure. And then we'll set that up. We'll pull the water from right there and bring it over and hook it up so we can get those going. Problem is that some of the stuff that we're going to make here, I'm not going to be feeding into the warehouse here because it's going to get fed in at the other base. I was trying to save this one for the real high level stuff. That will make it here so we can have access to it if we need it, if we want to manufacture something. And eventually it will end up in a storage somewhere. Do we have the filters? No, we don't. What's it take to make the filters? Iron plate and sulfur. So that's another thing that we can make here. Although we'll probably use the other base to put it in storage or in the warehouse. We've got a sulfur node. No, we don't have a sulfur node here, so we'll have to make that back at the other base. I'm pretty sure we do not, and we don't. We don't have any sulfur nodes here. So There's a lot of sulfur around here. I could probably run around and get a bunch. But I think instead of doing that, we'll run back to the other base and we'll make some of these parts. I still gotta pick up some of these blocks. I was gonna try and... Oh, oh, I haven't finished it yet. I forgot. I got sidetracked. It picks back up down here. It's a long stretch. I'll finish paving this later. There's something else I wanted to do on this episode. I want to fly back out to the cold area and see if we can locate a sapphire node and a diamond node. We still haven't located those yet. The only place I haven't searched is at the... I'll tell you in a minute. I just haven't searched at the opposite end. I don't know what direction that would be in that island. I think it would be the northeast side. I haven't searched on that end of the island yet to see what's over there. Maybe we'll get lucky and find some over there. Need at least a sapphire node. Maybe the diamonds are on the volcano side. I don't know. Because it's high heat at the volcano, so that makes sense to me that we'd be making diamonds over there. It takes a lot of heat to make diamonds. Yeah, this road got a little zigzaggy. This pavement, this is why I didn't like to use it. It's really squirrely. Maybe that's something else that they can fix. They should let us do is use the straight thing. There should be a straight key like Q, or I mean left control when we're laying track or whatever, so it goes straight. Because this thing just refused to go straight. I could get it to go straight, but anytime I had to make any kind of a turn, like right here, then it got squirrely like that because it wouldn't straighten back out. It just sucks. And even though this looks kind of straight, if you look at the lines on the foundation or on the road, you can see that it's not. It's got a little squirrely cue going. And I widened this out. So this runs us right up to the base. We don't even have to slow down. Look at that. Throw this in and get some charge on it real quick. There's our tunneling machine. Alright, so we have a sulfur node right here. Reinforced frames. That takes the carbon fiber and the iron beams. We have carbon fiber here, I'm pretty sure. Although, we're going to probably need a bunch. And we got to make 4 of those frames, right? Where is this thing? Let's pin that recipe. 8. We're going to need to make 8 of the reinforced frames. Wow. That's a lot, man. The inventory's full. Ooh, look at all those. Oh, and we got some of that. Yeah, that's real nice. We'll have to take those back with us. Let's see, what are we going to put in here? One thing, let's get rid of the concrete. See if that helps. There's no way we got enough to make 10 of them. Yeah, not enough fiber. How many do we have? 4? We need 4 more. Let's get a better batch, like beans. Being able to carry 30 of those at a time now is way better. But as soon as we put down one of the tier 3 ones, I think we go up to 50. Let's see. All right, so we have those. We need AI chips. We need ruby ore. Do we have any here? We do, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, we got plenty. We just have to pick and choose these ones. How many do we need? 4. Do we have enough? We made 2. There's 3. Rock and roll. We need 4 fast rotors and 2 saw blades. The saw blades are going to be made out of these. Nope. Inventory's full. What can we stash out of here? There we go. There we go. We got the 2 saw blades. We just need 4 fast rotors. We can get rid of the osmium now. We don't need that. The fast rotors are going to take a bunch of these things. What else can we lose? Let's use those. Four assembly, 10 graphite, and 26 of those. I was wrong. We don't need these yet. I need the assemblies. The assemblies are made from... So we do need the osmium. Let's grab those back. How many of those do we need? Oh, that makes 1. We need 4 of them. No, we need a lot more than that. We need 4 of these, right? Yep. So we need 16 of those. So we need 16 of these. We need 12 more. Need more gears. How many of them do we have? 8. We need 8 more. We're not going to have enough of these either. Probably going to still be short. 14, 15, 16. We made it. All right. We need graphite rods now. 6 times 4 is 24. Yep. And then we need 40 graphite rods. Where are these graphite rods at? Right down here? Yeah. What can we let out of here? I know what we can do. Put the food away. All right. We got everything we need. Everything's back. All right. Let's blow. Blow this joint. And so, after this episode, when I'm off camera and I'm doing my little off-camera work, which is usually the monotonous, boring stuff, I'm going to gather all the materials so we can build at least 2 of the tier 3 storage warehouses, so we can start shooting this stuff into the warehouse. It's going to make our life so much easier. Let's build this thing. We'll run back, jump on the ship, and go over to the island. See if we can't locate us a sapphire mine, maybe a diamond mine if there's one over there. There are a lot of diamonds on those snowy mountains, so maybe we'll get lucky. Cruising through the tunnel. Yeah, as you can see, I still got a long way to go. I'm probably going to come through here with the tunnel machine and widen this out and then get it so I can get one straight shot, and I'll pull all that stuff back up and redo this whole thing. Everything's running straight. See our little stone foundations. I gotta pick all that stuff back up. That's another thing I gotta do off camera. I gotta pick up all the stone. Okay. So we're back. Let's run over here and throw that machine up. We can start producing those AI chips. don't remember if this thing takes water or not. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Boom, baby. Just like that. Stretch this out so we can get those belts on here. Stick this belt on there and we'll be good to go. And we're making them. Look at that. It's magic. It's magic here at the Magic Mansion. Circus in Vegas in the 70s. I was living there. I graduated high school in Vegas. My dad was a general contractor and he had a big commercial job he was doing over there. He was building a strip mall. So we lived there for about 4 years and I went through high school there and graduated from Valley High School. And that was in the 70s and the mobsters still had the town and Anthony Spilotro and all them fools were still there. And but as a young guy, when we were younger, we loved to go down on the strip and hang out at Circus on the mezzanine because they had the circus acts that went going on 24/7 there. And then there was a place called the Magic Mansion there, and we'd go in there and look at the magic tricks they were selling and stuff. And that was the theme. That's what you would always hear when you walked in there was you walk into the Magic Mansion and it would go, I can't remember what I said now. You're here at the Magic Mansion, live at the Magic Mansion, or whatever the hell it said. Used to say that thing. Anyway, we go there and watch the show, watch the circus acts and pick up on chicks. Because, high school kids would go cruise the upper mezzanine with all the games and all that stuff. Because Circus was the first hotel in Vegas that catered to children. Because before that, before they built Circus, it was just an adult town. Nobody brought their kids to Vegas because there was nothing there for kids to do. And so they built Circus. This genius got this idea, goes, we'll build a hotel casino and then we'll base it on circus, stuff. And the upper mezzanine of the casino will be for kids. And it had games, and it had stupid stuff. The game where you take the pistol and you shoot it in the mouth of the clown or whatever and try to get the balloon on top of the head of the clown to blow up first and pop and you win a prize or whatever. That kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It was in arcade stuff and that kind of junk. And then they had Zambora, which that was a damn trip. And that was fun. They canceled, they closed that one down because some kid got trampled and got seriously injured. I think he broke his neck and got paralyzed. They crowd everybody out. I mean, it was a small group, maybe, I don't know, 25 people. That's about all you could get in that little room. And they had this metamorphosis thing. It was a trip. You go in there and there'd be this fat guy in a white, lab coat. And he would talk about how they found Zambora in the deepest, darkest jungles of Africa, and she would metamorphosize from this really pretty girl into this big gorilla, and then the gorilla and she inside she was inside of this cage with steel bars and all that junk. They had chains on the door, and so she would and he would talk this drama, and then they would do this metamorphic thing. It was really dark in there. And they had the test tubes that would, with the little beakers on top and, all the stuff. It was a cool little deal that they did. Anyway, so he would do his spill and then they would do this, the the electrical rods that would snap with the electricity, between each other, like the Tesla type thing. And then she would change right in front of your eyes. You could see her, this metamorphosing. They were using mirrors and cameras and all kinds of shit. It was a pretty neat trick to see in real life to watch. Because back in those days, the technology is a lot different than it is now. Now it'd be like, meh. Back then it was like a trip. Anyway, so after she changed into this gorilla, she'd run up to the bars and shake the cage, and the miraculously the chains would break and the gate would swing open, and this big, gorilla, it was a guy in a suit, obviously, but he would run and be growling and, doing his thing, and everybody would freak out and run out the door. But the door wasn't like a door on a house. It was just like this big wide opening. It was just, the only thing that was there was curtains. There was no doors or any of that. So you could just move right back out into the upper mezzanine level floor, right? So everybody would just rush outside. And so some kid got trampled and got his neck broke and he got paralyzed. They sued Circus Circus. So Circus Circus closed it down, which is kind of sad. That was kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, enough of me rambling. Anyway. And it wouldn't fly today in today's political thing anyway. Black girl changing to a gorilla, that shit. That stuff wouldn't fly today. People would get, triggered over that. So I could see where that would be a problem today anyway. It was just a really cool thing. Back in those days, nobody thought of that nobody was thinking like that, There was, I mean, I know racism, I grew up in the 50s and 60s, and so I knew about racism and stuff. We just weren't racist. I'm a Native American, so our family wasn't racist against anybody. But that didn't mean that we didn't hate people, but, but we didn't hate people based on the color of their skin. All through high school, I mean, I don't ever remember there ever being a racial thing going on at all. And the 60s was a turbulent time with the hippies and all that crap too, because there was a lot of anti-government stuff going on in those days, and I didn't get it. I mean, a lot of people were protesting the Vietnam War and stuff, and so it was a trip. But I don't know. I wish something happened. People just, I think people got bored, so they had to come up with something to make us think about. But I don't even know anybody that's racist. I'm definitely not racist. I don't care what your color your skin is. But that don't mean that I won't hate you if you do stupid crap or if you're a jerk. And I think that is pretty common sense stuff, Gotta eat something. All right, so we're making these. We got plenty of them now. That's going to be good to go. So let's take our little trip and go run across, get in our car, run over, jump in our plane, and go fly over to which I guess it would be the northern end of that islet, and see what we could find on it. The snowy island, the cold island. Means I don't even know if we have a warm suit. Yeah, we do. I'm gonna try to build a cargo ship too. In my off the camera stuff. I mean, I could do it on camera, but I gotta run around and find all the parts and stuff. I mean, I know you guys ain't enjoying that when I'm running around trying to find parts to build stuff. So this phase that I'm in, or in the game right now, is trying to organize everything and get all this stuff in warehouses. If I can build every single item in the game and put it in a warehouse, I'll never have to have anything in my inventory, and I can build anything, anywhere, anytime if I need it. I want to be able to throw a nuclear plant up, I'll be able to do it. I won't have to go hunt for parts to do it or whatever. I can just, boom, do it. We should probably take the parts for that nuclear plant over there too. Unless I've used them, because I've been in and out of that container that we put that stuff in, and I think I might have grabbed stuff from it. So hopefully we can still make it. But we should take that over to the snowy area while we're going over there anyway, and drop that thing on the island so there's power to power the miners and all that stuff without having to put down 10,000 windmills. This whole cave right here in this section is stone. I wonder if I could throw a miner on this and if it would mine. Because if it was, I could widen out a big section of this and make a big, huge concrete factory in here. And we need to start using some trains to transport stuff. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to find a spot to put down a couple of the tier 3 warehouses and then build trains to bring stuff to them. You know, stuff like that's on the other islands and stuff like the cold air, out of the cold area, the diamonds and amethysts and sapphires and that kind of stuff, and then the phosphorus from over at the volcano end, and, you know, that kind of stuff. Which doesn't make any sense because we can just build a storage on the snowy snow area and ship it into a storage there. We don't have to bring it all the way back over here. That's not necessary. Can we get over there from here? Yes, we can. We use the car, then we don't have to run. And I really got to do something with this area. Oh, that's about as far as we're going with that. Hopefully we don't forget that. Shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. You gotta get back. I gotta have the stuff for at least 2 miners. Wait, what do we have inside the ship? I think I took it already. Yeah, I took it. I used it. Yep, I did. Let's get these out of there. We gotta go back to the base and get the parts for 2 of those gem miners, the tier 2 miners. Crap, can't see where I'm going. I want to go up this way. Oh, I can't. Well, that's gonna suck. Maybe I could do this little bouncy thing. Yep. That's how you do it. What are the parts we need? Let's get rid of these rubies. Okay. We need 6 of those. See, I took out of this cabinet. This is the cabinet that was for the... That's for the blah, 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 blah. Whatchamacallit. Nuclear reactor. 200 of those, 4 of those, 4 of those, and 30 of those. And see, I've got the 30 of those. I got 5 of those. I got the 200 of these, but I don't think I have 200 anymore. Let's sort. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. Yeah, we have the 200. And then I've got 34 of these, and I thought I was supposed to have more than that. Nope, just 30. 4 of the plasma conductors. I didn't see the nuclear reactors in here. Where'd they go? I remember building them, but I don't see them in here. Huh. Well, that just sucks. Wow. All right. Anyways, let's get back to what we were doing. Okay, so we need 6 of those. I need 6 hydraulic pistons. Now we need 6 more. I don't know if we got enough stuff for that. Yep, we got it. Okay. And we need another 6 composite beams. We don't have enough. Everything we needed. Oh, osmium alloy. Wrong stuff. We have 7. How many do we need? We need 12. We have to be able to make 2 of these. Okay, so that covers that. We need 8 of these. We're not going to have enough for gears. Let's go down to gears. And 2 osmium drills. That's going to be easy. Okay, 2 osmium drills and we're good to go. It's not in here. It's over here. What did we run out of? Oh. Do you have any more in here? Nope. We'll have to go get some. Boom. All right, you're set. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Sort. Boom, baby. We'll leave this mode to run on foot. I really got to move this thing from over here. This landing pad. And in fact, I'm going to probably leave this one here and build another one over at the other base. Because we're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna build a cargo ship. Anyway, what are we doing on batteries? We're good. We're even pointed in the right direction. Let's do this thing. Man, there's not even any really base right here to move around on. Oh, here it is. Let's land here and see what we can find. I see some nodes. What? Oh. And that's cobalt. That's osmium. A lot of diamonds. And sapphire. I don't see any nodes though. Diamond ore. I've never seen one, so I don't even know what they look like. Lots of sapphire over here though. Got a diamond? That's more diamond. Let's eat something real quick. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really seeing anything. That iron? I think it is. Yep, iron. What is this? What is that? That's iron. It ain't popping up on my screen. That's probably why. See, I don't know what the diamond node or the sapphire node will even look like. And I imagine it's going to look like that. So I'm checking all of these. All of this. Diamonds, diamonds, more diamonds. Hope a storm don't come up. I'm going to be screwed. We're a long ways from our ship. Look at all the sapphire out here. So I guess we kind of screwed on the diamond stuff, but for now the diamond and the sapphire, because I can't find any sapphire nodes here. And I know that I'm pretty sure that on this island, I can't keep going this way. I got to get back to my ship. Once it gets dark, that's quartz, right? Yeah. Once it gets dark, it's going to drop below freezing, and my warming suit won't help. None of these are just ore. It's just crazy. We'll get the ship and we'll come back at this end and we'll look farther that way, I guess. Keep moving our way around. Sapphire. Sapphire, sapphire. Diamonds. There's nothing, man. Oops. How is this? Sapphire ore. Sapphire ore. I saw it sitting on top of that rock thing. I thought, oh, maybe it's that one. But nope. No such luck, my friends. Checked all of them, none of them are a node, so. And like I said, I haven't seen one before, so I don't know what they look like. For sure. Where's our ship? We got a little bit. It's gonna get dark here pretty quick, so we better hurry up. This is a large diamond deposit. That's what I'm talking about. All right. But he has no power. I'm doing an oxygen thing. Let me get my ship. There we go. Man, it's getting cold. Let's move over there. Yeah, it's still jiggling. That's better. Alright, so we need to build windmills. 100%. Oh, now we're getting a low temperature warning. I gotta put down the stupid container for this. So I think we'll do it like this. Alright, let's get inside the ship. So we found diamonds. Now I know there's a sapphire. I'm pretty sure there's a sapphire one here. And there's diamonds here. There's got to be a sapphire one too. What time is it? That's another thing this game needs is a clock. Because at night you can't come out because of the temperatures. Okay, we're back. The worm is back, so I want to search for the sapphire one now. Oh, where's that? Hello. Large sapphire deposit. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. And he's rolling. How much power has he got? 100%. Look at that. Let's put him like this. Like right where I'm standing. Woohoo! Scored. Let's load up some diamonds and some sapphires and blow this joint. We got 50. That's something. Let's blow this joint. We want to go back this way, I believe. Alright, we're back. Well, got that finished. Yeah. That gives us all the ore nodes on the planet that I know of. Of course, that could change with an update or whatever. All right. So I think we'll call it an episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it today. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and comment. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. One way or the other. It's all good. In the next episode, I should have the materials and stuff for building, if not already built, the warehouses. And we're going to start shipping stuff. And I think, depending on what we're going to be using the sapphire and the diamonds for, we may train them. We'll put them on build some trains and send them, bring them here and have them dump them off in containers. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. Because I can build a storage over there and just filter them right into storage right there. It's not like it's a big deal. But those are the only two items that we'd really be storing over there. And it seems like a waste to build a warehouse over there that has 6 slots for just 2 items. But we'll see. Who knows? Anyways, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.